5, 4, 3, 2-ish, 1-ish, action-ish. Hi guys, Tony.
Larisa.
This is our second week teaching the advanced class here. We talked about one-footed spins.
Woo!
Alright, so we broke it down for you guys. We gave you guys a lot of drills to work on. Obviously, this is a hard concept, so most of you didn't get it, and that's good. Alright? Because you need to practice this stuff.
Yes.
So first thing we did is we taught you a balance exercise. So
This way.
yeah. Watch her primarily because I'm bad at this. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get over a foot. Doesn't matter. You should do it on either side in general. Okay. But we want to get in a prep spin position.
Notice how I'm not already on the foot. We're not doing just normal, right? We actually have to be behind the foot a little bit to step up.
Okay. We're going to go up onto whichever foot we have is on that side. We're going to go into a high arch. Okay. And we're going to put our, like I said, don't watch me. We're going to put our foot, I like to think about putting the arch of my foot right on my knee. If you want, you can go lower, that's fine. The idea is you want to get in this position. You can have a slight bend in that balancing leg. Okay, make sure your rib cage is closed.
I want you to think about pushing the knees together or pushing the legs together. I have pressure through the arch of that foot into that knee, kind of clicking me in. It's going to engage my core. It's going to keep my rib cage closed, and it's helping me maintain balance as I fall over. Sorry. So as you do this, I want you to get used to just holding this position. Allow the ankle to make up for some of your balance. Try to not adjust using rib cages and hips. Try to get that calf and ankle strength up so that that can be what's fluid and what adjusts your balance.
Okay, so you're going to practice this a lot. Okay, then you're going to add rotation, keeping in that position, however many you can do, whatever you can.
The idea is that as we are led through 1-foot turns in the wild West Coast, we end up in this position. It's our responsibility to get in the right position, to get the side of our body pulled back so it initiates rotation. Because when we're actually doing this with a partner, we want the leader to wait for us to initiate rotation. Then they pick up on the energy and keep us going, right? That means we have to generate that by closing our body.
Yeah, if you guys were in our spin class that we taught a couple months ago, we kind of talked about this position when you're prepping for a turn. Go back, revisit, you might teach it again in the future.
Yes.
Anyways, so from there, we talked about the prep into the 1 foot. So we'll start, obviously our left to right is our basic. We're going to go 1, 2, we're going to go on 3. So a couple things on 3. 1, lead. I'm going palm to palm. I'm creating a nice wall. She's going slightly diagonal. She's going diagonally away from me, not to the point where I'm out here. You want to be close so that your frame is still engaged and her frame is still engaged.
Notice how my frame is where I need it to be for this spin. He's not crunching up in my space or pulling my frame too far away.
And likewise, mine's not here or there.
And also, look, if he was to step away, this is the same thing from our drill, right? You have to find this position within, like, whatever when you're dancing, okay?
And there is a little bit of compression here, which is going to be her basis to spin off of. The other thing is when I do lead her into this, I want to make sure, I want to create a stopping motion with that connection. So I like to think, and I generally just think about placing her on that foot. We have to stop the momentum. You don't have to do that lead. You can do a little bit, but don't get too used to it. Okay. Now from there, okay, we talked. Then we did this drill where we just got in this position, hand palm to palm, forearm to forearm. Follows. You can use your other hand to brace your frame if you need to, and we just walked around with. In this situation, follows. Make sure you're keeping that spin position we talked about earlier. Leads. We're maintaining her balance entirely as she does this. From here, after we start, we stop and then led a single rotation. In which we talked about the hand change and the hand position. So leads, we're doing 2 fingers and only the 2 middle fingers downward. And follows.
We're doing a C, and then their fingers go in it. Make sure that you're not clamping ever, okay? Just make sure it's a C, and the pressure of the spin is going to keep your hands connected, okay?
Okay, so that is how we're going to rotate through this. So from there, we talked about putting it all together. So the tip here is leads. She initiates the first rotation. We catch up on the end. So we led the prep. She prepped. She did the first rotation all on her own. And from there, we did that. And then she prepped. We led a single turn. Okay, she stepped out. Then we led a double. Okay. Now from here we address leads. Our arm action on this, it's not this. It's this action, using mostly our elbow, a little bit of the shoulder, but we're not jerking her around. It's a nice, it's a circle around her already placed frame to maintain her balance. Okay. And then
we just went all the way through, going into the putt.
We also, real quick, we talked about the pulse out also leads. When we lead these, we either pulse out to create the energy, or we pulse in towards us, but it's only on one half. You're not maintaining the entire circle. You either provide energy outward or inward. That continues her rotation. And then the exit is follows. You can stop yourself at any point by either stepping out or putting your hand on the lead's body, whichever one you want. Leads, we can stop it by just bringing the arm down in a sloped angle across the body when the hand's coming towards us. You get anything?
That's pretty much it. Practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.